just getting a post-match interview here at Cirencester following our 2-1 win here this afternoon. Skip, start with you. Backs against the wall today in terms of availability, but what a team performance from the boys to dig deep with. I say we had to proper dig deep at times in the game, but also when our chances came, we took them, didn't we?
We did, yeah. There was a few missing today. Luckily for us, next away game, Winter Wonderland away, they're all available. So that I might give Dave a run out as well on that one. It was backs to the wall at times, but I felt confident, to be fair, that we could get something out of this, because ultimately we've been playing well as a team for the last 4 or 5 games, and it's given 1 or 2 an opportunity to play. If you look at Dicko at the back, he was outstanding. He was superb. Jordan's come on and done superb as well. Charlie, Ollie had his first start for us. I can't. You're sitting there. You travel 2.5 hours. All you want is somebody, a team, to give everything, and they've given us everything today. And we've got our just rewards. And it was quite intriguing at the end there, because ultimately I thought it was a little bit harsh on Laurie. But again, if you're going to make as many tackles as he's done and go for aerials as he's done and stop as many runs as he's done, eventually you're probably going to pick up a yellow card. And he's picked up 2 what I class as soft ones, but yeah, I thought we were brilliant today to a man.
Dave, both teams finished with 10 men. What did you make of sort of both? I couldn't really work out. The guys lunged in to stop Bailey's cross, but the referee's given a corner, so I couldn't really understand why.
So what happened was, whilst that was going, whilst we were breaking down the right, as Rio tried to break in the box, the guy picked up his second yellow by dragging him back.
Ah, okay.
So he spotted that, yeah. So yeah, you should have heard. We were all screaming, obviously, but he's seen it, and look, it's brave of him. To be fair to him, look, I actually think the referee's had a great game today. If you're ever going to give out a 10 out of 10 or a 100 out of 10, I think he probably deserved it. And he's got 2 players that, you know, whatever the mark is.
100 out of 10.
100 out of 100 then, can't be so clever. But he deserves...
That's the sort of thing he'd say.
It is, yeah. Well, he's rubbing off on me, to be fair. But I thought he had a great game. And look, I'd like to tell you what Loz did for his second, but the truth is I couldn't see it through the fog. So
the conditions were really
tricky.
They
were, and they were, for, you know, and I say that only because both teams were unbelievable. They, you know, with 10 against 11, they bombed at us and chucked everything at us. They had a right go, put us under pressure, and like I say, the conditions were difficult, because we can, from out to the side, and obviously yourself, you can see both goals, so you can see why the refs played it.
Yeah.
But Charlie came off and he said it was difficult, you know, so maybe, you know, sometimes we look at it and think that's okay, but he said it was really difficult, so it was for both. You couldn't, you know, but we've travelled this distance, and we came here last year, as you know, and we were losing 4-1. The ref came across and said, I'm worried about the fog, we may not get it done, and I said, get it done, because we don't want to have to travel up here in midweek. So I think he's done the right thing, and we've achieved today just potentially the best performance we've ever produced, and I don't mean that because of the flow in football, just because of what we had available to us, how we set them up, and the attitudes of them all. You know, sometimes we've questioned some attitudes of 1 or 2. Today, as Skip's just said, blimey, unbelievable attitude today.
Obviously had to make a number of changes today because of it, and we had to set up sort of slightly differently. Just a word for one of those who just picked up the man of the match, Fish. First game for a long time. He was absolutely outstanding today, wasn't he?
He was brilliant. It was like he's never gone away, wasn't it? He's been away. So he played really well. Fantastic performance from him. And like Skip's mentioned, you know, you had the 2 Ollies. So Ollie Safe obviously picked up a bit of a knock. I think he'll be fine. Had a really good game, as did the other Ollie to come on as well. So we made some good changes that were forced. We couldn't avoid them, could we? It was something that we had to make, and obviously Charlie didn't have a good shift on his return from injury, so it was great to pick up the 3 points here, because it was a tough game last season. Obviously conditions, you can see, it's a struggle to see across the other side of the pitch now, and yeah, great performance overall.
Well done, chaps. Enjoy your evening and safe journey back.
Will do. Thank you.